A new study from creditcards.com finds 13 million Americans have hidden a bank or credit card account from their spouse or partner. This is something called financial infidelity, and it can wreck your relationship and your finances. Simply Money's Nathan Bachrach is here to talk about just that. So, good morning, Nathan. This is a huge problem. How big is it?
Well, it gets even worse because in addition to the 13 million people that are just flat out, hiding some money,
right?
41% of married couples are spending $100 or more, and they're just sort of hoping you'll forget about it. Not notice that on the credit card. 20% of couples spending $500 or more, and again, honey, where did that come from? On top of that, guess what? Men more likely to be dishonest when it comes to money than women.
Now, I was telling you during the break that I spend $100 sometimes without talking to my husband, but you said, have you set ground rules?
You got ground rules, it's okay.
Okay.
No ground rules, then all of a sudden. So what you've got to, first of all, usually there's a money person. You know who it is in my family, but I will tell you, we have some ground rules. This is how much you can spend, this is how much I can spend, and then if we bust out of that, we got to talk about it first. And we sit down and go over each statement. I can tell you, we know how much money comes in, we know how much money goes out, we know where it's going. If something didn't make sense, we'd probably notice it.
Well, and you were telling me, too, that you need to look at the statements because sometimes they're not going to add up, and if they don't add up, they don't. There's a bigger issue out there.
A much bigger issue. When we talk about, let's get right to it. If I'm thinking, we're married, nice, and I'm thinking about leaving you,
right.
The first thing I'm doing, I figure, I'll stash money. I've listened to the commercials. I'm going to hide the money so you don't know where it is. And then when I leave, we'll split up what's left, but I'm doing okay. That's usually what happens. The other thing is you need, you can also wind up having to do some research on your own to figure out whether or not husband or wife is stealing or cheating with you with money. That could take a certified financial planner, a financial counselor, or forensic accountants that just spend a lot of time looking around, going, where's the money, and finding it so you get your share if you do wind up getting divorced.
So really, you need to put yourself back in your finances if you haven't been. Even though you call yourself the money person, your spouse needs to know what's going on as well.
Right. There's a reason why 60% of all women fire their husband's advisor when he dies, because all of a sudden they go, oh yeah, I see what's going on, and I didn't like it. Well, that's just a sign to me of not being informed and not being an equal partner when it comes to money. Look, marriage is a partnership. It's a business partnership. When it gets to divorce and infidelity, treat it like that. Get the facts.
Well, and you say, it's one of the biggest things that people fight about.
Yeah, well, like all the time, okay? 50% of marriages end in divorce, and I'll say 90% of those are because we just never communicate well to begin with, and then money just becomes the final frontier.
And you all should know about every credit card that's out there, even credit card debt.
Yes, and if you're suspicious, track the data down now. At Simply Money Point, it doesn't get better over time. Be informed, and that's your best defense.
Okay, Nathan, thank you so much. You're going to make a good Valentine. It's a great Valentine's Day discussion, right? Or the day after, perhaps?
No, I think get chocolate and flowers and champagne and have this discussion after you blow the budget
on the 15th,
for that.
Right. Okay, thank you, Nathan.